Hello, everyone. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Welcome back to another episode of our live show. My name is Nilu Kamis. I'm your community tech. Today, we're going to be talking about how to grow your list on automation. Now, list building is something that has been around for a very long time. And honestly, a lot of people, a lot of my clients that I talk to, or my prospects, that I come across don't actively grow a email list. How sad is that? And you know what? I'm being very honest here because, this is authenticity is something that is really important to me. And I want to let you know that I only started building my email list for my current business about 3 months ago. Okay, so and I've been doing digital marketing for almost 2 years consistently. I've been running my own business for over 12 years. I have multiple lists created, but for this specific business, I only started actively promoting and growing my list 3 months ago. Now, a lot of people that I talk to, this is a common problem because there are so many things that are essential, that so many moving parts. And as a sole proprietor or a business owner trying to get revenue coming in, serving clients, sometimes list building is not high priority because, let's face it, not a lot of people that we know these days actually go in to check their emails, especially the ones that we opt into when we sign up for a product, when we get, when we get something, when we see something that is exciting, we go and opt in. And then guess what? Most of us, and if you're like me, you probably have a secondary or even 3 or 4 different emails that you utilize to capture, what you're doing based on what you're doing. I have one for personal emails. I actually have a separate inbox for my purchases. I use a completely separate inbox for my purchases. So here's the thing. Why then do we need to even build an email list? I'll tell you why. Because even though there are lots of people who are opting in and not checking their emails, email is actually still one of the biggest ways that you can bring in reoccurring revenue. The simple reason for that is it's the only platform, it's the only tool that we can single-handedly own and control. If you're using Facebook, if you're using messenger marketing, if you're using other types of automated marketing methods, email is the single platform that we can control when we're sending messages and how we're sending messages. Now, this does also lead to some shady behavior. And then what ends up happening is, there's regulations and stuff that get implemented that make it harder for us to reach our ideal customer. So here's the thing. In a nutshell, email marketing is still relevant, okay? You still should be building a list. However, there are other tools that you can use in alongside the email marketing platforms that you use to create the buzz and to get your messages out to your customers. So today I want to share with you a platform that I use to grow my list, to engage my customers and my prospects, and get important information to them so that I can actually help them, grow their businesses. So my goal today is to share with you a couple of different ways on how this method actually works. So what I'm talking about, guys, is messenger bot marketing. Okay. Now, a lot of people out there might think, oh, that is just too complex. It's too out there for me to go and implement. I have to learn a whole new system. But I want to tell you that it's not that complex. Okay. My job is to make it less complex, for my clients, and I always go around to find the easiest way to communicate, to educate, and also simplify the education, right? Because that is important. Now, messenger bot marketing, I got into it about 2 years ago, and I've been slowly building my list. And actually, I've been helping other people build their lists using messenger bots. So I've built bots for clients that are actually seeing their list grow because of the strategies we've implemented. So I'm going to show you, I'm going to share my screen here, and I'm going to show you a couple of different ways that I use to grow my list. Okay, so obviously ways to use a bot. Got 7 ways that I'm sharing with you here. But having said that, these are just basic. These are scratching the surface, guys. This is not the there's no limit to the opportunities that you have with using a bot in terms of the strategy you're using. However, having said that, there are limitations to this. Like I said, email is the only way where you can actually control the messaging that 100%. With bots, especially if you're running off of the Facebook platform, you have to make sure that you're meeting Facebook's guidelines. Okay, so this is a really important message that I want to share with you. All right. Oops, sorry about that. I lost there we go. Okay, so the first one you're going to be able to do with the bot is build your email list. How do you do that? If you have ManyChat Pro, I use ManyChat, which is basically one of the first platforms that came out and integrated with Facebook. They have an amazing community of support, and I just love the simplicity. You do not need to know how to code or how to program. It's a very simple flow builder that allows us to create a conversational bot that will take our customers through a process of question and answers to capture information and deliver what we need to deliver to them. So the first one is building your email list, and for that specific task, you do need the paid version of ManyChat. However, for most of these features, you don't need the paid version. I actually started using ManyChat using the free version, and I built, I think, for almost a year, I had it as a free version. And then when I needed to sell something, when I needed to do a promotion, or if I was doing a launch, I just upgraded it to the paid version and I used it for that time frame. So, second one is get customer reviews. So, have you ever run a workshop or done a training, or maybe it's like a freebie that you sell, or you don't sell a freebie. What am I saying? Maybe it's a small offer that you sell that you want to gather customer feedback from. Maybe you're in your business, you're in that space where you're building credibility and building authority. Gathering customer reviews is really important, regardless of where you are in your business. Even if you are a 7-figure business owner, getting customer reviews and solidifying that message that you're sending out there and building authority is still important. So you can automate, and here's where it's beautiful, guys. This is all done automatically. You don't have to sit there and click a button and schedule stuff out. You can have it set up so that once somebody purchases a specific product, you can get the bot to trigger a customer feedback message to them, right? And say, hey, is there any way we can help you? So there are ways that you can get into trouble with this. Facebook has specific rules on how you can do this. Okay, so you have to be careful not to get in Facebook's bad books. But there are ways that you can set it up so that you can get customer reviews and testimonials once they've purchased the product. Okay, so that's just one way of doing it. you can segment your audiences. So this comes into play when, let's say, you have more than one customer persona you're serving. Maybe you are a business coach that has two separate audiences. Maybe you are serving female entrepreneurs as well as home-based business owners who are moms, right? So there are two separate audiences. The female entrepreneurs are more established, maybe, and the mompreneurs maybe they're brand new and they're still learning, and the information that you're giving them is very base level or newbie level, right? So if you were to put this content and share it with everybody, you're going to lose those people who are already pros at what they're doing, who are already at a level where they don't need those basic introductory level information. So now, through a bot, you could segment the audiences. You can have the bot sort, again, through a question and answer series, who's who, what do they want, what are some of the things that they're struggling with, and then categorize them so that you're sending the right information to the right people. Okay. All right, let's look at the next one. The next one is automate chats. Now, this is really cool for people who, let's say, want to do ongoing, like, let's say you're signing somebody up for a coaching program and you want to make sure that they're getting reminders for the next appointment that you have set up. You could automate those through your chatbot. How amazing is that? Here's the thing. Why are they more effective than, automating it through email? Same reason. They might not actually see the email. If you're connected on Messenger and you're always chatting, if you get a message in your inbox, you're probably going to see it way faster than logging into your email, right? So that's another way of continuing that automated conversation. Giving a freebie gift or coupon. Now, this is one of my favorite ways to actually grow my list. If you promote a freebie, if you have a small offer that you are promoting, and you're doing a Facebook Live like this, you can actually send them with a link, or you could connect your bot to this specific post to send out a message for anybody who responds and asks more information off that product, to automatically send them to the opt-in page or automatically send them information so that they can go and purchase that product. How cool is that? You don't have to sit on Messenger all day replying to all these people that are wanting to get more information off about your product or service. You're simply automating that process. Okay, so by doing that, you're not only sending them information, you're also capturing them as a prospect, as a lead. Now, in this question and answer series, you can ask them for their email address, or you can ask them if they're okay with them receiving a text message from you if they are actually prospects. If what you're saying is valuable for them, guess what? They're most likely going to sign up. I have clients who have signed up for emails that I send out, and they read all of my emails, right? So if you're delivering targeted value, then building this list is actually not going to be very hard. Okay, so capturing the information just becomes a whole lot easier, and getting that information to them also becomes a lot easier. Okay, checking out or selling products. This is, again, one of my favorite ways to utilize chatbots. I always use the bot when I'm launching a new product. Why? Because I don't have to spend hours sitting and designing sales pages with tons of copy. Now, don't get me wrong, there's a reason why long sales pages exist, because you're trying to not just get a sale, you're trying to give the right information so your prospect, if they have questions, if they have doubts, if they want to learn more, they have the information on the sales page. So that's the reason for a long sales page. But if you're developing a new product and you want to get it out the door as fast as possible, to an already qualified audience. So let's say you're in a mastermind group and you figure out that there's a hot need for a specific service that you offer. You can put together a package and push it out the door because you know there's going to be 20 people buying that in the next week, right? So when something like that happens, if we're spending all that time putting energy and effort into creating a sales page and not pushing the product out the door, guess what? You're going to lose interested people, right? So the chatbots come into play because it allows you to send them a quick message. You can give them a short description of what's involved. If you want to go beyond that, you can also hook up a frequently asked questions list so that they can their questions are answered right within the bot, right? So these are some of the ways that you can build a sales bot, and they are extremely effective because only the people that really want to know more about that offer is going to click on that link, right? All right, so let's go to the next one, and the last one is automating and onboarding new clients. So this actually, one of the reasons I love this is you can have this connected to this in the chatbot. So you could have it set up so that anytime somebody checks out a product, they get directed to an automation flow for onboarding. So let's say you are you're someone that sells courses, okay? How easy is it for you to send it? If they're already checking out through your bot, how easy is it to send them to a chat bot, a chat flow that sends them through step 1 to 4 of onboarding? Step 1, great. Thanks for purchasing. Here's the link to log into our membership platform. Step 2, make sure you favorite this link so that you can come back to it. Step 3, make sure you change your password. Whatever those steps are that you guide your new customers through. If you're a coach and you're selling a coaching package, you can have a document attached so that they can download it and they can submit it to you through either Google Forms or a PDF, so that you're capturing all of the information that you need to onboard that client. You could give them access to a link through Google Docs that is specifically for them, that all of your clients have access to with all the resources that you give them. But they will only get access to all of these things if and only if they purchase that product in the sales bot. So you can connect the two, or you can have them separate. You don't need to connect the two. For example, if you already have a website and you already have a checkout process defined, you can simply have an onboarding bot set up to get everything you need from them and to give them all the things that you need to give them before you start working with them. So chatbots have a world of potential, guys. It's not just to build your list, okay? But I want to let you know that right now is the best time to get into this because one of the reasons I recommend you use ManyChat is because it's super friendly to learn, okay? I have a product called Chatbots Made Easy for newbies. So if that's something that interests you, hi Kirk, thanks for hopping in. Awesome. Catch the replay later. Thank you for the support. So I have a product that called Chatbot Made Easy for newbies, and it's really not for newbies. If you are a newbie, you can I've given you all the tools and all the tutorials to get started and get familiarized with the platform and how to use it. But it actually has 3 different templates that come with it. One is a sales bot that allows you to check out your products. So it's a plug and play customizable template. You basically download it onto your ManyChat account, and then you customize the language on it, because it's really important to make sure that your customers are interacting with your bot with your brand voice. Okay. This is a question a lot of people have. If I have a bot, is it going to feel like you're talking to a robot? It's really not. That is totally in your hands. If you speak the way, if you write the bot dialogue the same way you interact with your clients, that would be the best way to do it. Now, if you get somebody else to do it, guess what? It's going to be their language pattern. So you really want to be careful, who's creating that language for you on your bot, as well as make sure that it's matching your brand voice. Okay, that's one big tip that I want to give you. The other thing is, you want to make sure that your bot is not impersonating you. What does that mean? That means you never want to show your bot that, or you never want to show your audience that you are the one who is talking to them, even though it's automated and it's your bot. So if you ever interacted with a bot and you've seen the bot say something like, "Hey, I'm Molly the bot," or "Hey, I'm Peter, the virtual assistant of so and so," that's because Facebook's rules actually mandate that you have to differentiate yourself with the bot. So, to make it more personable, to make it more realistic, people give personas to their bot, and they actually spend a lot of time creating these personas. It makes the person interacting with the bot feel like they're building a relationship with the bot over time. Okay, so that's one of the reasons they do it. It's not just to be silly, as I've been told by some of my clients. So make sure that you're not pretending, or your bot is not pretending to be you when you're having those conversations. That's really important. All right. Well, I'm actually going to I'm going to be doing a mini training session inside my Facebook group tomorrow. I'd love to invite you to come check it out. It's going to be basics on how to get started on ManyChat. If you're interested in learning, come over. My Facebook group my Facebook community is called Facebook Group Growth for Tribe Builders. That's the name of it. If you can't find it by searching for it, if it's too long for you to remember, go up into my pinned post on this page where this video is being streamed. It's Nilu Kamis, that's the name of my page, and you will see a pinned post to the community. Now, we will be covering how to get started with ManyChat and how to build your first mini bot flow. Okay, so that's my goal for the training inside of my community this week. If you are considering if this is the right fit for you, you do not have to spend any money to just get started and try it out. It's very simple. It's free to start and go. You can have up to 500 subscribers before you actually have to pay for it. However, having said that, there are certain features that's not going to be available on the free platform. For example, if you want to sell something, you do need to be on the paid ManyChat platform. If you want to collect email addresses, or if you want to collect text cell phone numbers to text people, then you do have to be on the paid platform. If you want to transfer the data you're collecting into a Google Sheet, you do need to be on the paid platform. So there are limitations to the free version versus the paid version. However, there are lots of workarounds. Even to sell, there are workarounds that you can do without having to upgrade to the paid version. And I will teach you those if you come into my group and hang out over there. All right, guys, I gotta head out. It's my time for my walk. It's, I take a walk in the afternoon every day with my husband. It just, get outside. Sometimes it's bitter cold, but we still get outside and get some exercise and some time to just unwind, get all the stuff in your head just settled and just enjoy nature and, do something fun for about an hour every day. So awesome. Thanks for joining me, Kirk, and whoever's watching. I will see you again next week, Thursdays at 11 a.m. Mountain Standard Time, right here on this channel. Have a great day. Bye-bye.